All right, we're here with Jacob Armstrong at Salem Hills High School, our alma mater. Matt and I, and Jacob too. As you can see, we've got his wrestling state championship banners up here, 3-time state champion wrestler here at Salem Hills in Utah.
I mean, how long would you realistically even expect this to last in a wrestling match with you?
Without getting injured or just...
So you're not, if you weren't trying to injure us and just like pinning us, boom, like how quick do you think you were gonna pin us?
I'd give it sub 15 seconds.
Sub 15 seconds. So if we can make it longer than 15 seconds, we're better than average.
I would say if you make it longer than 15, 20 seconds without getting pinned or without tapping out, without submitting, then I would say you're just maybe right there above average. For an average Joe,
20 seconds, okay.
Okay, I'll yell go. Go! Levi, you've almost lasted. You've almost lasted. I'm no ref, but I think you got pinned.
When did you start wrestling?
My dad got me into wrestling when I was really little. I mean, I was tussling with my brothers the day I could walk on 2 feet, and so it didn't take him long to just throw me in the wrestling field. And after that, I just really found a love for wrestling and tussling, and I just kept going with it.
Okay. So, but when was like you knew it was gonna be, okay, I'm gonna be a state champion wrestler, I'm gonna be a college wrestler?
I think I was always a little cocky kid. and so, funny story, I lived super down south in Utah, small towns. Wasn't hard to be a dominant wrestler down there.
Right.
And I think that built my confidence a lot. Came up here, up north, there was a lot more competition, didn't do as hard as I wanted to when I was super little. So that kind of fueled me, but I think ever since I was super young, I just had that attitude of being the best and wanting to be the best. And so.
Go. Nice, Maddie. No. You definitely did not have him. Oh my gosh. Oh, it did.
Yeah. So would you do anything outside of just like normal high school practices that like?
Oh yeah, yeah. All through high school there were high school practice, high school competition,
Yeah.
but then you had club practices, off-season competitions. And so some of the biggest recruiting events are actually in the summer.
Okay.
And so out of the high school season where you go to like nationals and the Olympic trials, that type of stuff.
Okay.
So that's really the bulk season actually is the summertime if you're wanting to go, to higher levels.
I bet it is. Go! I think you got it. You good, dude? Did you think you had him?
Gotcha.
So outside of wrestling, what is it that you like to do?
Outside of wrestling, there's not a lot.
That's
I'm married. Me and my wife, anytime I'm not wrestling, we're spending time together. And so that's kind of what I do is really relax. Honestly,
Yeah.
I am into hunting. I hunt every season. But other than that, it's wrestling, it's school, and whatever family time I can fit in.
Cool.
Cool.
Shake hands. Go. Whoa. Get that shoulder off the ground, Matt. You're done. You're done.
What's been like your career highlight from, you know, starting wrestling to now? What's been the number one?
That's actually a really interesting question. A defining career moment, I wouldn't say it's a highlight, but my very first tournament in college wrestling right out of high school. I'm feeling confident. I came off of 3 state championship wins, multiple All-American place winnings at nationals and whatnot. And I go into my very first college tournament. I lose my first 2 matches and I'm eliminated. I got eliminated from my very first college tournament. It was a real punch in the gut, but I think that was honestly my career highlight. Started to rethink what I was doing, changed some gears around, and went undefeated for the rest of the season.
That's awesome.
Okay, shake hands. Go. Uh-oh. I think you're done. Oh, 10 seconds, Maddie. Oh, you lost the shoe?
Is the goal to win a national championship, become ranked? What's your goal for the next?
Yeah, my goal is to be UVU's first national champion.
Cool.
And so that's one of the reasons why I love UVU, is that the path is there, ready to be paved, ready to have somebody blaze a trail. And so that's personality-wise, that's what I love to do. I love to blaze trails. And so my goal is to be the first national champion at UVU, and I think I'm going to do it this year.
What's the difference level when it comes to taking it from high school wrestling to college level wrestling?
I would say intensity. There's a lot of the same techniques we learn in college that we do in high school. A lot of the high school coaches were college wrestlers. It's a lot of the same techniques. I think it's intensity. Intensity and focus is kind of the biggest thing. Every guy in that college room wants to tear your head off, and so it's an eat or be eaten world.
Yep.
Where high school is a lot more relaxed. It's a lot more. A lot of people would put a fun label on it. I love wrestling.
Go. Hey, go. What after college? What's the goal? Like, what do you do? Do you go to the UFC? Is it?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of options. If you're not ready to be done competing, a lot of wrestlers go into UFC. There are a lot of Olympic opportunities.
Right.
There's no professional wrestling like there's NFL or basketball, so opportunities are kind of short on that aspect.
Right.
For me, after college, I focus on my career, focus on my family, train my kids.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
Cool.
That's the goal.
Any advice for young wrestlers trying to make their way into being elite wrestlers?
I'd say learn to love it. That's for whatever you're doing. Learn to make it fun, learn to love it, drive that passion, find where that passion is, and you'll succeed.
Cool. Okay. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Sweet.